What's up, Rare Moment fam? Welcome back to the show. I am AG. This is Cole. We are the Rare Moment. Big announcement coming out of NBA Top Shot this week. They're going to be replacing the collector's score with something called the Top Shot score. And we're going to get into it here today. So before we do, smash that like button right now. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow us on Twitter at The Rare Moment for all the latest updates, giveaways, and announcements. Spotify when you're on the go. Comment section down below. Let us know if you've read through it, you understand it, have you processed it? What do you think about it? Good for Top Shot, bad for Top Shot, good for us collectors, bad for us collectors. What do you think about it? We'll have a discussion down below. So, Cole, you know how we usually do it. We usually wait a few days. We're not the kind of guys that as soon as this announcement comes out, we're gonna jump on it. We got to go over it ourselves. We got to marinate on it. We got to think about it, kind of, how we're gonna approach it going forward. So now that we've had a few days, what do we got going on here?
Yeah, so right here you can see the headline. Top Shot score is replacing collector score. I'm sure all of you have already heard about Top Shot score, have done your reading, have watched videos, have been on Twitter. You know that Top Shot score is here. But what exactly is it? We're going to try to break it down as simple as possible via these blogs for you guys. So, what is Top Shot score? So, Top Shot score is going to be this brand new scoring system that they have designed to emphasize collecting what you love and reward you for the fun of being a fan. It's a chance to show off to your favorite teams and players and to show the world how big of a fan you are based on your collection. So Top Shot score is a replacement to the current collector score system, which has been primarily used to determine the pack Q eligibility to date. And then Top Shot score will be used to measure your collection against other fans and qualify top fans for access to packs and exclusive rewards you can't get anywhere else but NBA Top Shot. So, how is my Top Shot score calculated? So, your Top Shot score is simply the total score of all of the moments in your collection. So, every Top Shot moment is going to be assigned a Top Shot score based on the dollar cost paid to purchase in the official marketplace multiplied by 10. So, for example, if you buy a moment for $50, your Top Shot score would go up by 500 while you own that moment. When a moment changes ownership, so if you gift it to somebody, it will reset based on the cost paid to acquire it or the current average sale price of the moment, whichever is greater. So the way I understand it is, let's say you had a moment you bought a moment for $4, you multiply that by 10, your Top Shot score would be or go up 40 points, right?
Yep.
If the average sales price of that moment was $5, you'd multiply that average sales price, since it's higher than your purchase price, by 10. And so your Top Shot score would go up by 50 points instead of 40 points.
It's basically just whatever one, whatever one's higher, what you paid or average price.
Right. So moving on down here, why are we replacing collector's score? So we just want to kind of highlight this paragraph right here. So
But we encourage you to go, and if you haven't, go and read the rest as well.
Right. Yeah, we're just kind of highlighting the main
points. Going to give you some cliff notes here.
But anyways, so they say that they recognize that a lot of existing fans have put a lot of money and time into the collector score system, like stacking all those cheap Series 2 moments, which a lot of people have done. Yep. And that some folks will prefer the old system to this new system. While they can't maintain two incompatible scoring systems, it is paramount to them that our community is compensated as it relates to this system migration. As such, an early adopter drop bonus will be available until the conclusion of Series 4, which they say will end in June of 2023. And this early adopters bonus will ensure that when it comes to qualifying for drops, your new Top Shot drop score will at least get you equivalent access to what you had under collector score-based drop scores. So it's nice to see them looking out for people who were buying moments based off this old collector score system, and they're not going to get completely screwed over by this new Top Shot score system when it comes to these pack drops in the coming weeks and months.
Yep.
Moving on over to their second blog, and we're going to be touching on leaderboards and checklists in this one. So I'm going to talk about just real quick the leaderboard portion and then hand it off to my brother here, AG. So leaderboards. right here. You'll want to have a high Top Shot score for several reasons. Just like having a high collector score served as a key to accessing exclusive pack drops, Top Shot score will do the exact same. But unlike collector score, access to drops won't be the only perk for having a high Top Shot score. In addition to the pack drops, a high Top Shot score will also provide opportunities to earn premium and exclusive rewards via our forthcoming team and player leaderboards.
So, how are these leaderboards going to work? And that's something that you and I have talked about for a long time. That this is basically the implementation of seems like what staking is basically of what's going to happen in NBA Top Shot, and we're going to get to that. But basically, how the leaderboard is going to work? Well, it's simple. For every Top Shot score point you receive for acquiring a Steph Curry moment, those points can be locked to ascend the Warriors and Steph Curry leaderboards. When you lock a moment, you'll be committing to locking the moment to your account. So no gifting, listing, withdrawing, not using it for probably challenges is my guess for an extended period of time. Periodically throughout the year, they're going to be rewarding collectors for competing on these leaderboards with exclusive rewards. The rewards could include, but are not limited to, historic moments, multi-highlight moments, flow NFTs, and more. The only way to shoot up the leaderboards is by locking moments with high Top Shot scores. We expect the introduction of the Lock for Rewards feature to incentivize holding, give collectors a clear strategy to pursue, and create demand around the best moments on our platform, all while removing a significant number of great moments from active circulation for an extended period of time.
I also
So,
like that they talk about the multi-highlight moments because that sounds like we're going to be getting maybe some player, maybe some team melts like
right.
we see on NFL
Uh,
All Day already.
yeah, absolutely. So, we're gonna talk about that in our analysis, but to just kind of keep going, they also talk about team checklists. Team checklists are a simple way to see which players appeared in NBA Top Shot for each team. Completing team checklists can help improve your ranking on a team leaderboard, though won't affect your overall Top Shot score. So, team series checklists are simple way to see which players appeared in the NBA Top Shot on a team within each series. These checklists will not include any historical moments from that team, even if the moment is released in that given series. The example they give is Vince Carter's All Star Classic dunk would not count against the Toronto Raptors Series 3 checklist. So, what is a contemporary checklist? Well, that's going to include all players who appeared in season on a team across all series. The example they give is owning all of the contemporary Raptors moments from series 1, 2, and 3. They also have the all time team checklist, which is going to include all players who appeared on a given team in Top Shot across every series, including historical players. And then they also go on to say team checklists only become available at the conclusion of a series. Contemporary and all-time team checklists only update at the conclusion of a series. So why does this matter? Basically, you're going to get additional points that goes towards your Top Shot collectors or Top Shot score for completing these. Almost said it. So 10,000 points for completing each team series checklist, 20,000 points for completing the contemporary team checklist, and an additional 25,000 points for completing the all-time team checklist, meaning you hold teams from every series or no, from basically every moment on the team.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This
Exactly.
mean yeah. So basically, the example I give, if you completed the Lakers Team 1 Series checklist, the Lakers Team Series 3 checklist, and the contemporary all-time Lakers team checklist, you'd have a 65,000 point bonus added to your Lakers team score. So they talk about watch parties. We're not going to go over that. But here's what the early mock-ups look like. And we want you guys to go look. If you're watching on a phone, it's probably kind of small. You might have to zoom in a little bit, but go and check it out. They haven't implemented this system yet. So this is something that they plan to implement. No timetable given on this yet. Hopefully rather soon, because Cole, you and I have been waiting for staking moments for a while, and I'm excited to get into that. So
Yeah.
th-
Hopefully it comes this summer at some point.
yeah, so this is kind of what it looks like. So we encourage you guys, if you haven't heard, if you haven't, read any of this stuff, go do your due diligence, go and read the blogs, read it over a few times, try to understand what they got going on. Cole, go ahead and roll over to that next one. Cole's going to give you the example here of what a Top Shot collector score or Top Shot score. It's going to take me a while to get
We're
over
gonna
that.
need to start a collector score jar, I
Yeah,
think.
right. Take a shot for every time I say collector score. So in the top right, you could see that it says TSS now instead of collector, CS. So,
Yeah, right
and,
there.
basically
It,
see what it looks like here.
in my defense, my Top Shot score before my big sell off would be a lot bigger than it is right now. So
Right.
all you guys laughing out there, just pipe it down a little bit. But anyways, so you can see the Top Shot score here in the left corner, and then you can see the early adopter bonus, which we went over. It's going to be available until the conclusion of Series 4. Obviously, the number of moments owned right there. So you can see in this left-hand corner, or in this left column right here, you can see the purchase price, your average sale price for that moment, along with the score value. So a bunch of those were gifts, so we're going to pass those to ones that I actually paid for. So, for example, this Miles Bridges moment I purchased for $4. Average sales price is $274. The purchase price is higher than the average sales price, so multiply that $4 by 10 and you get your collector score of 40 points. You can just see scrolling down, you can see it's the same way for all of these moments.
Yep.
So, very simple, very clean breakdown
Yep.
of how many points each moment you have is getting you towards your Top Shot score.
Yeah. So go check it out. Go and click that TSS box in the top right corner of your NBA Top Shot collection and go check it out and see what it looks like. So with all that being said, don't want to go on too much, but we're just going to give some quick analysis here. So I'll ask you first, how you feeling about this change? Good for Top Shot, bad for Top Shot, good for us, bad for us. How you feeling about it all?
I honestly don't know. Even after a few days of thinking about it, I'm still kind of in the middle. I don't know whether this is 100% a good thing or 100% a bad thing because, there's positives and negatives, obviously, with any sort of system that they implement. And, I really feel bad for all of the people who were stacking those cheap Series 2 moments for the collector score bonus since, you're obviously getting 12 points for all those $3, $4 moments that
Right.
people are
Big
stacking.
that was a big strategy, and we've touched on that.
Yeah, and now those people that were stacking all of those and they had high collector scores and were up high on Top Shot leaderboards for their respective teams that they were collecting, a lot of those people have now fallen because of the Top Shot score implementation and just because a lot of the quote unquote whales who may have less actual moments in total than the people who were stacking those cheap Series 2, but because they paid more because they have more of bankroll, their Top Shot score has increased, if that makes sense.
Right.
So, I see positives and negatives. There's a lot of, some positivity on Twitter, a lot of negativity as well. I mean, there's going to be negativity regardless of what
Regardless.
Top Shot does, it
Yeah.
seems, which is unfortunate at times, but
You can't please everybody.
yeah, exactly. I think for me personally, I just need a little bit more time to understand and see exactly what benefit this is going to have rather than the collector score system that we had in place. And I guess my biggest question too is how this exactly relates to pack drops, right? For the
Right.
collector score system, usually for a premium rare pack, we're looking at a collector score for the general or the priority queue, what like anywhere from 4 to 5,000, somewhere in that range. So, what does it cost for Top Shot score? Do you need a Top Shot score of 50,000, 100,000, 500,000 to get in rare legendary
Or do you
packs?
even need one at all?
Yeah, who knows?
You
Is there
know?
no drop score requirement? I don't know, but I do like that they emphasize in their blog that they have implemented this, with the notion of focusing on collecting players and collecting what you love rather than just trying to collect for the sake of upping your collector score.
Right.
So I'll pass it on over to you and let you kind of give your spiel. Are you on the fence about this like me, or you think this is a good thing, a bad thing? Where are we standing right now?
So I think there's a few things to touch on here, and I've been kind of sitting on this for a few days and thinking about it. I'm on the same boat with you. I really want to see what this has to do with pack drops. I think they didn't mention that. They didn't mention nothing at all about what this is going to entail as far as pack drops go. And I think a lot of people still have that question, and that's going to be a question that needs to be answered. So we're going to see what that looks like. The positivities I do see with this is I think in Top Shot's eyes, they see their product kind of going down. I mean, you and I have been seeing it for the last 6 months. This market has been tanking,
I mean,
and
last year, really.
Series 1 moments are in the shitter. There's no reason, there's no benefit to collecting these things. There's been zero utility at all to collect Series 1, which are supposed to be the most highly sought out, highly valuable assets on the site. So I think what this does, this helps encourage people to go spend money on NBA Top Shot. If you want utility, if you want to get on these leaderboards and you want to be, have your chance at historical moments or flow NFTs, or, you want your chance at free stuff, well, then you're going to have to go spend some money for that. And I'm hoping that this helps encourage people to go spend some money on Series 1 moments, because those moments are going to have some of the highest TSS scores out there. And I've already kind of looked in my account for my Series 1 moments. Some of these moments are, because I paid so much for them back in the day. I paid $700 for a Series 1 Steph Curry moment. That's 7,000 TSS score, right? Top Shot score right there. So I'm just hoping that more people would want to get their score up. And there's going to be a lot of strategy behind this. There's going to be stuff that we got to sit here and think about how you're going to handle this. Are you going to go pay $200 for a Series 1 moment and take your 2,000? Or can you potentially get to that 2,000 by purchasing multiple moments? There's, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of strategy that can come into hand when it comes to Top Shot score. What I really love, and it's something I've been waiting for a long time, is staking moments, locking up moments. That is a big win. That's a big positive on NBA Top Shot. I don't really care what anyone says. As far as I'm concerned, that is amazing. That's great. That's a positive. It takes moments out of circulation. You're potentially getting benefits. You're going to get rewarded for that, as you should. If you lock up any moment, especially, they've emphasized the star players in the league are going to get much special treatment. Guys like Curry, guys like Durant, guys like Giannis, they're going to get more special treatment than just James Johnson, right?
Yeah. Or a Series 3 Bruce Brown 60K.
Yeah. Locking up a Bruce Brown 60K shouldn't get you shit. It should get you a pat on the back. But
I don't even think it should get you that.
You want to lock up a Series 1 Giannis moment, then yeah, there's already not a lot of them on there, and it creates even more scarcity for that moment, because we're talking only 1,000 of those minted, 2,000 of those minted. So I'm really want to know what the rewards will be for those of locking those up. And that's going to be what incentivizes whether or not people actually want to do that, because if I can go and sell a moment for $600 and take my money right there, is that better? Is that better taking that profit right there? Or if I lock that moment up, am I potentially going to accumulate potentially more money out of that than $600 over time? So that's what's going to be interesting to see. They had to do something here. I mean, I don't think the site was dying, but the site was bleeding big time, and they needed a kick in the ass. And a lot of people are going to be pissed off. A lot of people are pissed off. I mean, a lot of people spent a lot of money. They spent their strategy because of collector scores. And now people feel like they just got the freaking bag pulled over their head. And now it's time to just hit the reset button and think about a new strategy. Well, welcome to the world. Time to pivot, guys. And time to get a new strategy, and time to think about how you're going to handle the site going forward. So get used to it here. With all that being said, that's my thought on it. I can go on more. I mean, I have a lot.
I think we're good.
I have a lot of other thoughts on it. But at the end of the day, we can't do anything about it as collectors. This is what Top Shot has decided to do. If you want to stay on this platform and you want to move forward, you need to figure out how to pivot. You need to figure out what your new strategy is with Top Shot Score going forward. Hopefully, and last thing I'll say here is, hopefully this is what we see for a long time. Hopefully we don't see them pivot from Top Shot Score a year from now or 8 months
Right.
from now or whatever it is. Like,
Yeah.
keep the system, keep this in place for 3 years and let's see how it works,
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
So,
It's been pretty annoying having the goalposts move all the time
right.
with Top Shot. It's just, let's, like you said, keep with one thing for a long term and see what happens. Let's
Yeah,
stop with this dilly dallying around other sort of systems here, and
right.
let's just focus on one.
Exactly. So a lot of information to take in. I know this video is long, but we're very passionate about NBA Top Shot. We wanted to talk to you guys about it. Needed to get some stuff off the chest. Go over it with you guys. Go read their blogs. There's videos about it. There's other content about it that Top Shot's put out. Do due diligence. Get in there. Figure it out. With all that being said, we love you guys. You guys are the best family out there. We appreciate you guys supporting us for as long as you have. Smash that like button right now, guys. We're gonna get out of here. We hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend out there. Be safe. As always, good luck collecting out there, everybody. See you in the next one. Peace.